What is going on, guys, and welcome to the University of Southern Indiana's Screaming Eagles. In this series, we will be taking over a newly formed FBS team that was an FCS team. This first year, our goal here, just don't get fired. Frankly, that is our goal. Try to build off a lot of losses because, frankly, we're going to lose. We're going to lose a lot of games. My goal here, win at least 2 conference games and then beat FCS. So 3 total wins. That should be good enough to not get fired, but you never know. Now, to start off, we're going to go ahead and hop into some recruiting. Now, if you've played NCAA football before, you know recruiting in this game is way too easy. So I have put some limits on here. The first is no 5 stars, 1 4-star, and 2 3-stars. I'm trying to make this a grind. Really, it's hopefully going to make this really tough. Now, as you will see as we go down this list, I currently have 2 4-stars on here, and 1 being John Daniels. He's a defensive stud, someone that I definitely think I'm going to go after, and hopefully he will commit to USI. The other one is a quarterback, Terrence Montgomery. He's a possible quarterback that I was looking at, but after looking through John Daniels, I don't see any reason to go after him, because also looking at our 3 stars, like I said, we get 2 of those. Right now, my top 3-star pick is Josh Perkins. He's looking to be a really good quarterback, someone that we want to really lock up, who can also actually play on the defensive side of the ball. So maybe someone who may be able to be an Ironman athlete if needed, because this team we might need that. Also, I'm looking to add a receiver, so there's 3 receivers down here. I'm not really sure which one I want yet. So one thing to note while we're looking at recruiting players, pipeline states are really messed up in this game. Not in the game, but actually on our team. We have a lot of players from Ohio, and then some from Pennsylvania, and those are our only 2 pipeline states, and we're about to lose Pennsylvania, actually. So it might look weird right now, but I think it will make this game a little bit more difficult. I will try to set up one in at least Indiana, because that is our actual state, so the close to home factor is actually really solid. But other than that, I think it's going to present a nice challenge, because as we go along, we'll have to try to thin that out across multiple states, and we'll figure something out. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to hop into our roster. I kind of want to showcase a couple of players on the offensive end and the defensive end. First off, we're going to look at the quarterback situation. We have a freshman quarterback in Tanner McFadden. He's really quick, so he'll go well with our offense. Strong arm at 80, but it's really inaccurate. Something we'll have to look at, pay attention to when we're on the run and when we're making throws. Our backup quarterback is actually better, but Trent Furwada has a really accurate arm at 82, but he has a noodle arm. Only 61 power, I think. And for that reason, I kind of want to go with McFadden. Now, we're going to look through our running backs here. Our starting running back is actually Dale Stratton. He's only 74 overall, but he's really quick. He's strong. And after looking at the quarterback and running back situation, it's going to be pretty obvious we're going to be a run-heavy offense. I think that's going to be our best case scenario. We also have Ernest Finley. He's a junior backing up Stratton. So in case of injury, we are in pretty solid hands. And come next year, he probably will run the team. Moving on, we do have a senior fullback, something I'll have to replace. Looking at in scouting, I could also place a tight end there. We'll have to wait for that. Now, looking at our receiving situation, our number 1 right now is Leonard McConnell. He's a former track star, came over from the track team. He's actually 6'5". He's got 90 speed. He's really quick, but man, he has bricks for hands. He only has 59 catching, I think, or 56 catching, I believe. And he is going to struggle early, but hopefully, he is only a sophomore, so hopefully he can develop, that ability. And he has a potential to be a star on this team. So I think that's kind of why I want to play him now, even though we have a couple of better receivers here and there. Our number 2 is Russell Rouse. He's a junior. And he's pretty solid, he's really smart, he's got medium speed, he's played football his life, it's something he's always loved to do. He's the top catching on the team at 81, but he's only 5'5". That is a problem, but I think he could be a good bailout. Like I said, the best catching on the team, it's someone that I want to have, really one of the only good pair of hands on the team, so like I said, his smarts do give him the good ability. And then at our slot receiver, we have Buck Medlock. He's fast, he's a slot receiver, he's only 5'10". Hopefully he gets open. He can make catches in open space. He's not going to be a guy going up making top big catches. That's kind of why I want him at the 3 or at the slot receiver. And then our backups, we had Jeremy Pierre and Gabriel Lowe, both seniors, both pretty solid. They might get some time here and there, but I do want to develop the younger players, so that's kind of where I'm going with that. Now we're looking at our tight end situation. Markel McConnell will be our blocking tight end in certain formations, and Noah Potts will get his chance. He's a better receiver. He has 72 catching, 68 spec catch. Not great, but it's better than McConnell's, who has iffy catching at best. Now we'll go through the linemen. They're all really low. I think our highest is 70, and then 67 overall center. That's something we definitely want to upgrade as the seasons go on. So that's something we definitely want to fill up after we fill up our skill positions. Then we look at our ends. Both seniors, they're both solid. We don't have replacements for them right now, though. We don't have replacements for them. Well, that's something, again, we'll have to look up in scouting. It's something that I didn't really look at before, so things might change here and there. Defensive tackles, nothing really special, but we have the Childress brothers, both sophomores. The twins, I should say. They're not great, but they're not awful. I just like to have them together. They're solid together. I think that might make them a little bit better, but overall they're not great. Then looking at our linemen or linebackers, the quote-unquote strong part of the defense, they're not that great. We have a 72 at left outside linebacker. Our middle linebackers at 66 and 65. And then our right outside linebacker at 72 with a left outside linebacker, sophomore Jeffrey Newman, backing it up. It's definitely something we want to look to upgrade, but it is the strong part of our team right now. Now we look at our cornerbacks. On the surface, they look about as good as the linebackers, but they're all seniors, 68 and 66. Definitely something we definitely want to upgrade in the future. We just need to replace, in fact, because, like I said, they're all seniors. Hopefully soon we do get better defensive backs. But we look at our safeties, they aren't actually too bad. We have 69 overall Rayshon Sutton, someone to look out for. I think he could be a really big impact player for this team. He's an all-around solid athlete. Now we want to take a look at the other safety position. We have Kendall Leach, the other track star that transferred over from the track team. Like I said, so super great athlete, will be a key user whenever I'm actually playing defense because he's really fast. He has, semi-decent hands. He has big hit power. But when it comes to actually football, he doesn't really know what he's doing. He's never really played football before. Now we're going to move on to the kicking and punting situation, something that we really need to upgrade in the near future. Currently, we have our kicker at 41 kick power, 60 kick accuracy. Frankly, we didn't really have anyone show up who could kick the ball straight. He was the only one that could do it pretty decently, but that kick power kind of inhibits him. Max range of about 40 yards, give or take. So something to watch out for. But if we have a long field goal, we have Chad Bro. He actually was on the team last year. Always been working on that accuracy, but that leg just will not kick straight. He has 85 kick power, strong leg. So if we need a long field goal, we might risk it with him. But chances are it's not going to go in because his leg is awful. So when it comes to punting, the ball's not going very far. We might get lucky here and there, but overall, it's probably not going to go very far. Now we're going to look at our kick return situation. I'm having Jerry Muhammad return kicks. He's a freshman halfback. He will probably have the starting spot at some point. He's got 91 speed. He's got a lot of potential, but when he gets open space, he's dangerous. So that's kind of why I wanted to get him the ball in kick and punt returns. And other than that, that's our roster. So great setup, and I can't wait to hopefully develop this team. Now we're going to kind of look into our schedule. You can kind of see right here. We'll start off with a tough match in number 10, Florida. Then we'll go to BYU, another tough match. Then we'll get our first winnable game against FCS, the Pirates. Then we'll have Colorado State, and then just go through conference play after that. Now, obviously, we have 4 out-of-conference games. I didn't really realize that before I made the conferences, so I might have to fix that in the offseason. We'll try to, but if not, we have 4 out-of-conference games. That's fine with me. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Now, you might be asking yourself, who is leading this team? Who is leading the USI Screaming Eagles? Well, it's none other than Zinger Sartines. Yes, Zinger Sartines. Wait, you never heard that name before? Well, maybe it's fair. In college football history, he has the lowest win percentage of all time. He got 3 years, magically. and won 2 football games. I know, it's amazing. Now, obviously, there are some coaches that have not won as many games, but in that amount of time span. But after contemplation, he finally did come out of retirement because, according to him, he needed a bigger challenge. Not my words. Definitely not my words. The defensive coordinator is BJ. Nothing more, nothing less. He just goes by BJ. The offense will be led by none other than Bob Walter himself, another legendary golf player, someone who was just free for the job. Now, let's go ahead and look at some conferences. I put the USI in Conference USA. I think it just kind of fit the best. Obviously, it wouldn't really be the division that they'd be in real life, but it kind of works out. You look at Western Kentucky, definitely predicted to win the conference. I don't think we'll do it this year, but you never know. I have surprised myself worse before. Now, this is a great chance to look at our actual overall. It currently says 59, with 57 on offense, 61 on defense, showing that we are stronger on defense. That will be your strong suit, trust me. But at least they were nice enough to give us 2 stars. I don't know why. That probably won't last, but they were nice. Now kind of moving to talk about other conferences. I updated the Big Ten, so I added Maryland and Rutgers, updated the East and West, did a couple of others with... The only problem is that some FCS teams here and there will not be actually in the game because they weren't in the game come this year of NCAA. So I can't really add them in. So I just put random teams and random conferences where it need be. I also did one big thing, which was add Notre Dame into the ACC. Obviously, that's not a real life thing, but it's something that I've always kind of hoped would happen because I think it makes, honestly, I think it just makes the game more fun. It makes the ACC playable. I was looking through our championship contender. We're actually 122nd out of 126th. Not too bad. Honestly, I'd take that. I will take that. Also, looking at through the first team and second team, Tanner McFadden won himself a first team All-CUSA. That probably won't last. But Leonard McConnell was second team. Well, guys, that's really about it. I think everything's set up. Just kind of went through the preseason, the team, the recruiting, the way it's going to go. Like I said, I think that's really about it. Like I said at the beginning, our main goal, just don't get fired. I think that's something that's pretty achievable. I've never been fired in a gig before, but yeah, weirder things have happened. And that really does about do it for this episode. If you did like it, please leave a like, subscribe if you want, and hit that bell if you want to be notified for the next episode. But until next time, see you Screagles later.